Hey, this is Jessica with Food Foundation, and today we're talking about sleep. There's so many things that can disrupt sleep, but there are a few things that can really boost it naturally, and these are my 5 favorite holistic tips. The first and most important tip is that you're finding a nice winding down ritual. If you haven't tried everything first and you're jumping right into a sleeping pill, then you're not honoring your body's natural process to fall asleep naturally. So there's a few things we want to make sure. You want to make sure that your room is really dark, that you've taken all of the electronics out, and that there's no blinking lights or anything that would completely distract you. You want to make sure that it's nice and cool. We tend to fall asleep in a cooler room, maybe more buried down in the covers, but it does help to have the temperature drop. And we want to make sure that we reserve our room for sleep. Maybe a few other things, but not activities that are generally needing your attention and focus because they can drive you back awake. So think about reserving your room for sleep. Finally, we want to make sure that we're not having any caffeine in the afternoon. So if you have a cup of coffee in the morning or a cup of tea, that's fine. But afternoon or midday, we want to stop the caffeine and stop the stimulants and give your body and your liver a chance to process these and get them out of the body so that they don't keep you awake. My second tip is to have an Epsom salt bath. The Epsom salt bath is full of magnesium that will help calm the nerves, calm the muscles, and help your body relax. And then I would add lavender essential oil because there's so many good studies about the calming effects of lavender on the body. It can help calm the mood and get you in that really gentle, sleepy state. My third tip is the sleepy time herbs. So with herbs, always you want to make sure you check with your doctor first. They can have contraindications with different medications. But the sleepy time herbs are passion flower, valerian, hops, chamomile. Hops, that's why sometimes when you have a beer, you get sleepy. But you can get hops when it's not in a beer so that if alcohol tends to wake you up in the middle of the night, you don't have that effect. Passion flower, valerian, hops, they're very often in teas together. You can sometimes find a sleepy time tea, or if you've tried that and you need something a little stronger, you can find the tinctures of these herbs and get a little bit more potent effect. My fourth favorite thing for sleepy time is warm milk. Have you ever wondered why warm milk puts you to sleep? It's not just that warmness helps settle the body, but it's full of glycine, which is an amino acid that helps you calm your nerves and move away from the excitatory stage that would keep you waking up. There's also tryptophan. You may have heard of tryptophan from the Thanksgiving turkey. It often puts people to sleep, maybe because they eat too much, but a lot of tryptophan can have the same effect. It's another amino acid that calms the nervous system. And if you don't drink milk, you could try having bone broth because a cup of broth can offer the same amino acids. Maybe not in the same amount, but hopefully enough to make you warm and sleepy. My fifth tip is melatonin. Now you may have tried melatonin, but maybe you didn't get the right amount or wasn't using it appropriately. So our body should naturally make melatonin at night. And if this is offset because we have upset our circadian rhythm, maybe we're very jacked up from having caffeine or a lot of stress and our body wakes up all night, melatonin can often help. You take about 3 milligrams because that's what's often in the studies. And I like to use a liposomal form, which has a lipid membrane, just like the lipid membrane of our cells. So it's more absorbable into the cells. If you think of a water-soluble form trying to get into the fat cells, or the fat layer around the cells, water and fats don't mix very well, so it's not as absorbable. If you use a liposomal form, oftentimes I like to save the milligrams. So if you don't have trouble falling asleep, but then you wake up in the middle of the night and then you have trouble falling back asleep, if you have 1 milligram at night and then you wake up, have another milligram, and then you still have another milligram, and oftentimes it's in sprays or pumps in the liposomal form, so you can spread it out and not get the whole dose at once. Melatonin can help reduce anxiety. It's been very well studied for reducing stress related anxiety on the nerves. It can help balance the nervous system. It can also help with acid reflux, other sort of factors that the nervous system can stir up, and reflux is one of them. It's been very well studied to help calm the nerves of the stomach. Most of the time, we're just really often overstimulated, and melatonin can help while we work with all of the other 4 factors to get our natural release of melatonin in the evening when it's dark and our pineal gland in the brain sees the darkness and starts to produce melatonin on its own. So that's it for my 5 tips to help you sleep. We want to make sure that we have a really nice bedtime ritual. You want to make sure you try a bath with the Epsom salts and lavender essential oil. You want to try some of those sleepy time herbs. Maybe just a gentle chamomile will do it for you. Or maybe you need something stronger like a valerian tincture. I love the warm milk or the bone broth to make sure you get plenty of amino acids. And finally, if you want something really strong and potent, you could try a temporary dose of melatonin. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps you find deep, restful sleep. If you like this video, show me and like it. Subscribe so that you can get more videos just like it, and share it with your friends, especially if they're in need of holistic tips for sleep.